Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing? It's raining, y'all. It's raining. It's the rainy season. Don't ask me where I'm at because I don't know where I'm at, where I'm going right now. I just want to come in here and check with y'all, give y'all the update. I told y'all June was going to be a hot situation for us, and it has yet to fit to the expectations of what is happening. Not about to happening, or not about to happen, but what is actually happening. And what is happening is that we finally have a location in Gambia for Bella's Kitchen in the Gambia. Before we was basically operating out of a local kitchen, but now we actually have established a location uh, in a major location. It was in the works. I couldn't tell y'all, I couldn't say nothing, but it has happened right now. Um, they're putting the final touches on it and doing all that good stuff. We're shopping for furniture and appliances. Hopefully, inshallah, that we'll do the grand opening on July 1st. It'll probably be open before then, but July 1st, which will be my 18th year in business. So it's going to be a lot of celebrations going on. But June is when everything sort of came to fruition. You know what I mean? A lot of people excited. I'm excited. Bella's excited. Where we opening up, the people are excited. And that's gonna go down. Everything should start like formulating and test cooking and seeing just how everything works. I went to go get the meter for cash power today. So all those things are in the work. But like I said, June is that time, and it didn't fail. I mean, there's more exciting news too, but let's just stay here right now for this. You know what I mean? And I'm so blessed right now. We busy. We busy. You know what I mean? I'm tired because we've been so busy. I got my son with me. Just dropped him off. You know what I mean? But we almost definitely everybody's trying to get to the Gambia. You know what I mean? We might not stay in Gambia though. We might get there and do something different in Africa. Looking at some other places. But for the most part, I'm just happy and proud of the progress that we're making. You know, June has just been an exciting month so far. We only, what, 7 days in, 8 days in. It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. But the big news is that we finally have a location. Um, you know, in 7 days, the location will be ready and they'll be putting it together, laying the foundation, which doesn't take long because it's just bricks. And then they set everything on top of the bricks and it's boom, it's a done deal. Sort of like a modular unit, you know what I mean? They call it a kiosk, you know what I mean? But the goal is to have 10 of those all over the Gambia. But our first official location outside of where we've been operating is ready to go. Approval, stamp of approval, uh, Gambian government approved with the red stamp. Maybe I should show y'all the picture somewhere. I posted in a post or something like that. But yeah, things are shaping up. Um, and this is an exciting time. And anybody in Gambia, if you're in Gambia or you're visiting Gambia, I appreciate if you go by and show us some support like you've already been doing. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Um, this is just the beginning. You know what I mean? This thing started some years ago, and now it's all coming. to fruition because you can't give up. You got to keep going. I'm still in the process of educating Bella with all my business sense. I'm not 100% perfect. I'm still learning as I go. I don't think you never stop learning in this world as long as you're breathing and you can comprehend uh, English and language. So I'm still learning, but I'm trying to, educate her on this. And it's been very difficult because, like I always said, just the way they do things over there is different. It's different. It's going to be in the area of trying to think. How can I explain it to you? You know what they call power station? It's over there where not it's in between turntable and the traffic light on that main road, right after the car park. It's gonna be right there. You know what I mean? And I'm attempting to create the first of something in the Gambia. You know what I mean? And I laugh and I joke about it because, you know, when they see it, they're like, oh, what? You know what I'm saying? Because they've seen it already. And that's what gave me the idea. Because I was doing it and they was like, oh, what is that? Oh, I never seen this before. You mean to tell me that's how that works? So without going into too much detail about it, it's going to be the first of its sorts in the Gambia, and I'm sure everybody will do it afterwards. But I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? Update on the taxis. I know that you guys have told me and girls, don't do it. Don't do it. You were more than right because the taxi business is like it's a business based upon trustworthiness. You got to have somebody that is trustworthy. I would let everybody know where it's at, but having a taxi, if you're not doing it yourself and you hire somebody, is based upon them, one, being honest, two, taking care of the vehicle, three, delivering the money on time, and so forth and so on. But you know, I was on my third driver, two taxis, third driver. Now I had to take the taxi back from a family member because I don't know, they just couldn't handle it. So I'm down to one taxi. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to one taxi now. And it's just unfortunate that, you know, not everybody in Gambia is like that, but the ones I've been dealing with, they just don't seem to get it and they don't appreciate the opportunity that they're in. They don't feel like, oh, it's you giving them a blessing. They feel like the blessing came from God. And because it came from God, you're sort of left out of it. You know what I mean? Their appreciation goes to God and the money goes in their pocket and then you don't, it's just been an up and down. So I was like, yo, Bella had to take the taxi back from a family member that wasn't doing the right thing with it, and it don't take long. It don't take long for a person to reveal their hand. I mean, it didn't take. It don't take 2 years, a year, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. It only takes 30 days for you to know and understand, is this really gonna work or not? You know what I mean? But me, after the first situation, I had came to the conclusion that uh, not all Gambians, but certain Gambians, they might have something personal against Americans. You would call it jealousy or envy or whatever, but there's just no major level of appreciation for the opportunity that you might be putting them in. Most definitely, if they sitting around and they're not doing nothing, they haven't been working, and then they start working, you would think that the level of appreciation would be high, and it usually is after on the beginning tip at the outset of it. But then after the dust sort of settles in and people start realizing, and and it's like, nah, and you gotta have management. I thought we had a manager, but comes to find out the other family member that's supposed to be managing everything, they're not interacting with the worker. So it's like, okay, now I got to stop doing what I'm doing and I got to redirect and refocus business because, you know, these vehicles are an investment. And if you want to capitalize off your investment, you got to make sure that you got the right people in place. So that's what I've been dealing with as far as the taxi. So Bella's like, yo, I'm going to sell the taxi. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. Not my taxi. I didn't tell you to sell no taxi. I said, we're going to need that for food delivery, supply delivery, and so forth and so on. So just cool it, cool it, cool it, cool it. No need to get frustrated. We just gonna redirect the energy, redirect the business. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. This is what we're gonna do. So shout out to all those subscribers that was telling me. They've told me. They said, look, man, to save yourself the headache and the frustration, sell your taxi. Those taxi drivers, they're getting over, they're just not gonna do right. And they got it in their mind that, oh, don't, yo, let me do this the way I can do this because you're gonna have your money back in within this amount of time. And that's not what business is all about. We just not trying to be in this thing to get money for a certain amount of time. We're trying to take this as far as we can. And we need everybody to be on the same page. And I fault Bella partially because I told her, I said, yo, Bella, make sure you collect the money every week at the same time. Okay? Meaning every Friday, collect the money. For some reason, she put it in her mind and started collecting the money on Saturday. Now, I didn't tell her why I wanted her to collect the money on Fridays until I had to tell her the other day. The reason why I want you to collect the money on Fridays so the taxi drivers don't have our money in their pocket when they go to do leisurely things like go out on a Friday night because their mind might get confused about the money that's in their pocket. So you need to collect your money every Friday. She wouldn't do it. But now she's like, oh, I understand, I understand, I understand. So once again, back to square one with the taxi driver, square two trying to teach her how to do business, not hustle, do business. Do business. This is what we need. We need to do business. You know what I mean? The other good news is that we are 100%, no doubts about it, stamped and approved official sports agency in the Gambia. That's right. We are now a 100% legit sports agency in the Gambia. There's no more just talking about it. It is what it is. The website is coming soon. The name of the sports agency is the Big John League. Big John League Sports Agency. Big John League Sports Agency. And we specializing in soccer, aka football, basketball, wrestling. Uh yeah, we are 100% an official sports agency. I told y'all June, all these paperworks just started coming. It's June when June hit. And I was like, you know, ants in my pants, like trying to, yeah. Where's the paperwork? Go, I'm getting on Bella. Bella, go get the paperwork. Go get the paperwork. Go get the paperwork. Go get the paperwork. And I got to do my signing of my first athlete. Uh, we're gonna do a press conference, the whole 9 yards, and I'll start promoting him wherever his talent is needed. He's a soccer player. Supposed to be very good. I mean, people approaching him all the time, offering him gifts and all this other stuff. I'm like, yo, don't be taking no gifts from nobody, man. You don't know what's coming with that. So he's like, okay, no problem, no problem. He's so anxious. He wants to come to America. I'm like, yo, man, look, you gotta crawl before you can walk. What I need you to do, I need you to put on some weight. You know what I'm saying? And I need you to get ready. So the plan is to get him a sponsorship. Either I'll do it myself or I'll find a sponsor and then we'll start going to these different training camps and football camps. You know what I mean? It's going to be an exciting time. The only thing that I'm worried about is I don't think that he's going to be doing like vaccinations and stuff like that. I'm not either. So how we going to maneuver around the world? You know what I mean? Because this soccer is so big everywhere. So we trying to get him a sponsor, get him some training, some official, straight up, probably European training or wherever, and start looking for endorsements and contracts and all that stuff. It's exciting to me. I'm excited. So we're a sports agency now. You know what I mean? We're a sports agency. um there was one more big thing that was happening for June that I haven't quite been able to do things the way I want to do because there's other people involved, and the other people involved, they're saying one thing, doing another thing, and what I just need y'all to pray for me and just pray that people get out of my way and let me do what I have to do. Get out my way and let me do what I have to do. You know what I mean? But that was the biggest news, to say that, I had the paperwork filed and we got approved and we moving forward with that. It's not too late. We're still within the time frame of what we want to do. Is just trying to get around the red tape that other people are causing for me. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lawyer, and I talked to the lawyer, and I sent her a retainer, and she's doing everything that she can do, but it's just not flowing the way that I need it to flow. I would be more focused and have more time to deal with it if my business wasn't going crazy right now. My business is going crazy right now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. But my business is actually going crazy. I mean, we are doing, in this economy that we're in right now, we're doing very well. Thank God. All praises due. We're doing very well right now. And I have to like sort of like, you know, slow myself down. My body's different. You know what I mean? So it's like from April to now, it's just been getting in shape and getting my body and my mind and everything set so I can do business the way I do business. Then add on that I'm trying to uh, pass it on to my son. So I've been spending a lot of time with him, not even letting him work, just getting him used to driving the vehicle. Yo, just drive me, have him drive me around, doing little errands and stuff like that. Getting them used to the vehicle, and what I'm saying, letting him come to work with me, but not really letting him work. More or less say, yo, I want you to go talk to this customer. And he talked to the customer. He made his first deal, like his first official deal the other day. He was so proud of himself. He was able to talk to the customer and negotiate everything. That was cool. You know what I mean? He's one for two. Yeah, he had two. He had another job that was supposed to take place tomorrow, but I think the customer found somebody to do it cheaper because they gave us the job, they booked us and everything, and then they called back later that same night and said, "Hey, we're going to reschedule." But instead of just saying, "Hey, we found somebody to do it cheaper," they want to give us the impression that, yeah, it's just we're gonna reschedule. So I was like, oh, okay, because I let him do all the negotiation. But tomorrow I'm just gonna show up to do the job as scheduled, and just to force them into making them say we found somebody else, opposed to, oh, we're gonna do it another time. You know what I mean? Because for what they have to have done, they can't play with that. They're in a very prestigious neighborhood, and their house looks like crap. So, um, yeah, I'll just show up tomorrow morning and act like, oh, you didn't talk to me. I'm here to do the work. But anyway, yeah, I'm just too busy for this last bit of news that I need to push out there, and this last thing that was really going to help solidify bridging the gap between America and the Gambia. But so much is still in the works. You know what I mean? So much. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Everything that's happening in this month of June. But I knew that June was going to be the time when everything broke loose, because come July, it's the anniversary of the business, and hopefully that'll be the grand opening of the kiosk. So we most definitely working. We doing what we can do, how we can do it, but we gonna do what we want to do too, because we just built like that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just sitting here, pulled over so I can do this because I've been so busy. And I was so tired last week. I was like, yo, I gotta do this live, but I was so tired. I just couldn't muster the energy. You know what I'm saying? But everything is good. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the people that continue to support us and look at the channel and give us likes, and things is moving in the right direction. And we most definitely are knee deep into this whole YouTube thing. I've been getting a lot of requests for people wanting to do collaborations and sponsorships and all this other stuff, but I don't know who to trust. You know what I mean? It'd be a lot of off-brand, people coming at me like, "Hey, we got this product. We want to put it on your platform and all this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "All right, show me the check." You know what I mean? But I'm like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I've come a long way. We have come a long way, but we still have such a long way to go in this thing. It's not just a hit or miss type of situation, but the restaurant slash kiosk, that's the greatest news of all, because we ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying? We still sticking to the original plan that was set out and set forth so long ago. And that's a major pat on the back for us, for ourselves, just to know that we are continuing to move forward with the original idea. And not only that, we are most definitely uh, willing to give people jobs and help the economy of Gambia. It's just that, you know, you got to get knocked over the head, it seems, a few times before you can really get into really doing business the way that business can be done, because of the understanding and the people over there, what you're doing. And not all people, but just like I said, the ones that I've been dealing with, it's been a struggle trying to get them to do business, stop hustling, take things serious. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it as the smiley coast for a whole nother reason other than happiness. It's more or less like, the people I've been dealing with is just sort of gullible and just will go for anything. And I'm like, no, that's not how you do business. You can't just allow somebody just to say, let me get this service now and I'll pay you later. Like, that got to stop. Or, you know, people taking advantage of you and you smile about it. Like, nah, like, nah, you're gonna have to have some accountability right there. If you disrespect my situation, it's got to be some accountability. This is not gonna be you just come in there and just do whatever you want to do. Like, nah, we not operating like that. And as far as me, I'm just trying to, just fulfill my soul. Like we said, fulfillment of our soul. The original idea, concept, and energy is the same. It's it's the same energy with new ideas. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be in this situation. You know what I mean? Um, I'll be back on the soil very soon. It's usually a spontaneous thing when I move the way I move. You know what I mean? And the model that I'm setting up for Gambia, it could be done anywhere. So this is all a testing ground for me, because once I get it to the right level, it's like, all right, let's pick this up and let's take this over here. Let's pick it up and take it over here. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a legacy. I'm creating a legacy for my family, for people that want to do the right thing in this world and want to make money and have a career, whatever. It can be done, because someone said to me, why would you want to invest in Gambia? They're so poor. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody in Gambia ain't poor. You know what I'm saying? And even from American standard, pennies, pennies add up to millions when you do it the right way. So it's not about people being poor. It's about people that can afford these things. You just supply and demand. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's not about, you know, people being poor. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, No matter where you at, there's nobody making money off of rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like Fred Flintstone and them. You're not making money off of rocks. People have, there's an economy and everything like that. You know what I mean? So we most definitely are doing something that could really benefit not only ourselves, but benefit all people that want to do the right thing. And that's what we're looking for. People that's doing want to do the right thing. You want to be a knucklehead, you want to try to get over, you want to try to hustle and all this and that. We don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? You want to learn a trade, or you want to learn something that can substantiate a nice, suitable life for you and your family, then come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Because this knowledge I have is not mine. It belongs it belongs to the Almighty. You know what I mean? It belongs to the Almighty, and it's just something that you're supposed to share information. Us in the knowledge, we say each one teach one. You know what I mean? So this is what we most definitely uh, this is most definitely what we trying to do. That's most definitely what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Oh, y'all see? Oh, let me show y'all. Oh, y'all didn't see the outside of the truck, yo. Hold on, let me show y'all how we doing it. I forgot to even tell y'all. This was the other thing in June. I forgot. I forgot to show y'all. I forgot to tell y'all. This is what's up for June. June just has so many beautiful, beautiful things. You know what I mean? This is the truck now. This is how we get down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we doing our thing out here. Don't forget to smash that like button. We doing our thing. We got before and after pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. All the way around. Yeah. This is the other thing that just happened. Yeah, we just now got this on the truck. You know what I mean? We just now got this on the truck, so we busy. Thank God we busy. We busy though. We busy. But look, I ain't come on here to talk y'all to death. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that want to come on here like guests and talk to y'all, and we have some dialogue and stuff like that. I'm about to see if I want to get into that, but I'm starting to realize that YouTube and my platform is more about the wintertime when I can really slow down. Really about the wintertime when I can slow down and really give this thing and give you the footage and the content that you want. During these months here, I'm struggling. And look, it's so crazy. I got so much footage. I mean, I got so much footage to share with you. I just have to take the time to do the simple thing and just load it. You know what I mean? Let me get some water. I just need to load it up. You know what I mean? I'm basically living out the back of my car, my truck, because, what I'm saying, we working overnight. We working in the day. We just working right now. So thank God, Allah Akbar, that we doing what we do. Me and my son was looking for a little boat so we can go fishing. We've been going fishing every day, but it's like rainy season in the Gambia. It's rainy season here too. It's been a lot of rain. So we basically work early. We get off and then we go run, try to find us a place to go fish. I don't know if I got footage of that. We went on a fishing boat, and man, it was wild, man. They took us out. I don't know if I told y'all about that, how they took us. We went way in the ocean, man. I think it was 90 feet down. That's how far down, that's how deep the water was. 90 feet, a whole football field almost. And you drop you drop your hook, boom. And then when you feel it hit the bottom, blah, you sit there, and man, that thing get to tugging and wiggling, and then you start reeling it up. Let me tell you what happened to me, right? So I get out there. I don't know if I told y'all about this. I'll tell you again. We out there, you know what I'm saying? The captain of the ship said, look, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now before we leave this dock, we not gonna be on no calm waters the waters are very rough today. If you think you can't handle it, you need to get off the ship right now, get your money back. It was like $80 a head, plus $15 a rod. They provide you with bait. What do we use for bait? I think we was using some kind of chicken liver or something. But anyway, boom, man, I'm riding out there. I'm cool. I look, yo, people are seasick, everything. I'm good. My son is good. My son was a cold-blooded trooper. I was so proud of him. Yo, you're using these big weights, right? These big weights. The guy, he was like, yo, look, be careful. Don't knock yourself in the head with the weight because it can really do some damage. We out there fishing. I'm looking, people are throwing up everywhere, people inside. I mess around and pull my rod in and hit myself in the head with the weight. So I hit myself so hard that I seen literally like the stars or the little dots. I go inside, I sit down. Yo, I instantly have a migraine headache. When I get a migraine headache, it makes me nauseous. Plus the way that the ship was rocking, but I made sure I didn't eat anything, so I was good. I just was doing a lot of heaving, a lot of dry heaving, and then like spit was coming up that I swallowed. So I was like, yo, but I still was fishing. I still was trying to stay with it. But other people was throwing up. I threw up overboard. There was a little kid running around. His ass started throwing up, but he stayed trooper too. He went fish too. Man, my son, he stayed a trooper. He caught 2 fish on one line. Oh my God, he was so happy, man. So we was fishing for sea bass. So we caught like 5 of them joints. I caught 4 and he caught 1. But the thing about it is we caught a whole bunch of fish, but you can only keep 13 inches or better. Anything like some fish was coming in as 12 and a half inches. They was like, nah, you gotta throw that back in. You know what I'm saying? So they're right on the boat. They filleted the fish. We took it home. He had his uncle do his. Mine's is still in the freezer. This dude robbed me for some fish, man. I was like, yo, how I'm looking in here, I only got, it was 5 fillets, that's 10 fillets. I said, well, I only got 5 fillets, though. He was like, yo. I said, yo, you supposed to have 2, and I was supposed to have the rest. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, they split it up. I said, nah, man, you hustle me. So he's been trying to pay me back by going fishing, but we haven't had much success off the dock. We went a couple of days ago, and the waters was just too rough. It was too windy. You couldn't really tell when you had a fish on the line. Me, myself, I lost like 5 weights, 5 or 6 weights, casting out, line breaking. It just wasn't the same. But it's like, I feel like when you go fishing and once you get good at it, you got to stay with it because you'll lose that skill. Like, I got a spot where I go fishing. Yo, when I used to go down there, I drop my line, boom, I catch me a fish right off the top. We went over there yesterday. We had the whole spot to ourselves, nothing. And we go fishing at daytime, nighttime, we don't care. But now I was like, yo, let's just go ahead on. We made enough money right now where we can get us a little boat, you know what I'm saying? With a motor, you know what I mean? But I found some nice boats, but once again, you got to make sure that the boat is secure. You got to get a motor maybe if the motor's not working. So we're in the process of doing that. But if I find something good, I'll put the investment up. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, yeah, me and my son, that's our little moment together so we can go out and, have some man time because, he needs to be with his father. Plus, I need to, educate him on the importance of taking over this business, not throwing away the legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I feel some type of way because I know some family members that let their father's legacy die with him. And that shit was sort of messing me up a little bit because I know and understand, all the hard work that he put in to have that legacy to leave to them. And I know how they benefited from that legacy and then they just like let it go. Like, man, and I was just like, that hurt me, but that's on a whole nother level. But yeah. But yo, I'm not gonna stay on here all night long. I don't even know who's saying what because I haven't been paying attention. Yeah. But I'm most definitely Not gonna be here on here all night long. I'm gonna try to dedicate a couple of hours a day to the YouTube channel because I feel like we're going into a whole new level. We're almost, well, we passed the 4,000 mark. We're on our way to 5,000. I don't know the exact number, but it's like it's time to really hone in now. You know what I'm saying? You know, just spend a couple of more hours a week dedicated to the channel and doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting stronger. You know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to Bella. I'm about to call you right now because we still trying to get this budget together. Tables, chairs, you know what I'm saying? Cash power, water, utensils, forks, knife, spoons. Everything that goes into a restaurant, we doing it. But once we get it this way, it's going to be, I plan on having 10 of these things all over Gambia. So continue to bless us and wish us well, and we'll see you next time. Peace.